don't worry. I'm sure you are totally aware of what's going on. Laurajean, there's never been anyone in my life that has ever made me happier than you. And you know me, I love being creative and using video skills to make people smile, laugh, and so I thought there was no better way for me to tell our story to the people that matter most.
I need to sit down.
Are you ready for me? Okay, well, I'm sure all of you guys know now that I'm proposing to Laurajean. And she's finally the one. Been through a lot of relationships, a lot of breakups. I have more experience than all my brothers combined. But before I proposed to her, I want to tell you guys the story on kind of how Laurajean and I met. As you all know, I've been through some relationships that were very toxic, were very rough. I just felt like that the Lord told me, and through kind of getting advice from Josh Curry and also getting advice through other people, that maybe you should focus on yourself before you bring someone else into your life. And that was weird for me to hear, because I was I don't need to focus on myself. I'm already the coolest person in the world, so why do I need to focus on myself? 2019 was a big year that I removed all relationships from my life and finally just dove in deep in the Word, and really built my relationship with Christ and learned to love myself, because I think I've always been in relationships, always been dating someone, and so 2019 was a really good year for me to really focus on my career and just completely, for the first time ever, set aside relationships. So all 2019 happened, and then the start of 2020 was really big for me, because I was well, I guess I'm gonna start dating again because I'm happy with myself. On February 22nd, I walked into Cheesecake Factory with Lance, and I saw this girl, and I was oh my gosh, she is so cute. And I have never asked for a girl's number in a restaurant ever. And I don't know if you guys know how Laurajean and I met, but I just really felt that she was the one. I don't know why, but I texted Kyle and I was Kyle, you gotta come up here, you gotta meet this girl Laurajean. She's super cute, she's super sweet. And then something happened, but Laurajean ended up leaving. So I saw her name on the receipt, and so I looked her up on Instagram, and then I was scrolling through Instagram stalking her, and I was oh my word, she sings praise music at a church. She obviously has a relationship with the Lord. And I was how cool is this? So I did exactly what Kyle and Lance told me not to do, and I messaged her. DM'd her, and didn't hear back from her for about 2 months. So finally she replied, and we started talking more and more, and COVID had hit, so we weren't able to hang out. So we really got to know each other really through the phone and really talking versus physically. And then I really started really liking her and really started falling in love with her. Or over the year, I just really fell more and more deeply in love with Laurajean, and was oh my word, I could marry this girl. This is the first person I ever dated in my life that brought me closer to the Lord, that pushed me to be a better person, that pushed me to be a better brother, that pushed me to just really be a better leader. Not only in my job, not only in my family, but just be a better person all around. On my birthday, June 10th, Laurajean gave me this Bible, actually. And it was really cool to me because the whole year prior, I was really working on my relationship with Christ, and I was doing it all on my phone, on the Bible app and stuff. And Laurajean got me this really special Bible. And it really meant a lot to me, and so she had me go through a scavenger hunt with this Bible. And then the final verse that the scavenger hunt ended on was in 1 Corinthians 13:1, which is about love and what love is in a relationship. And so I'll read it to you guys. Love is patient, love is kind, love does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it does not dishonor others, love is not self-seeking, it's not easily angered, It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices in the truth. It always protects, it always trusts, it always hopes, and it always perseveres. Love never fails. When I read this right here and she led me to this passage, and then for the first time, she wrote in here and she looked at me and I looked at her and we told each other that we loved each other. Because for the first time in my life, I felt like that I truly loved someone and she loved Christ more than she loved me. And it just meant so much to me. And so right there, I was just taken aback on what love really, really is. And that was really important to me because I saw all those characteristics in your sister. Because she's so sweet, so kind to me. I know being a sister, she's probably not that way to you guys a lot of times. But that's really when I was like, oh my gosh, this girl is just amazing. So we continued dating and I'd come over here and I'd spend time with you guys and I just fell in love with you guys and felt that you're my family, you are my home. And I'm wow, I've never felt more comfortable around someone that wasn't my family than I do with you guys. And I'd love coming out here and hanging out with you guys and all that. And so if you fast forward to the fall, when I really started falling for Laurajean more, it kind of came the decision when should I propose to her? When is the time right? And really God put it on my heart on the days leading up to Grandma's death that Laurajean and I had become really close with Papa, and we've spent a lot of time and have been fortunate enough to really spend a whole lot of time with Papa through Grandma's the end stages of her life. Before my grandmother had passed, we were all hanging out over at her house, and she had a Bible, and she had tons of Bibles, but she would always mark in her Bibles. And so I thought it was really cool because I'm wow, Laurajean got this Bible for me, and she wrote all in this Bible, wrote notes to me, letters to me, and all that. And so we were just flipping through the Bible, and we came across Proverbs 19, 13 and 14. And the verse is, a foolish child is a father's ruin, and a quarrelsome wife is like a consistent dripping of a leaky roof. Houses and wealth are inherited by parents, but a prudent wife is from the Lord. Your parents will probably pass down things to you guys later on down in life and all that, but a prudent wife, a wife that is going to love you and trust you, or a husband that is going to love you and trust you, is going to come from the Lord and seeking that person. And so Grandma actually wrote on that passage that she prays that daily for her grandkids. She wrote all of her names by name. And I was I would be a fool to not marry Laurajean. And I would be stupid to not follow the wisdom and take on what the Lord has blessed me with. Because she is everything that I could ever want in a relationship, in a wife, in a partner, in a spouse. And I was just sitting right there reading, I'm she is all of these things. And she means so much to me. And for me, it was just dawned on me right there, I'm it would be so dumb of me not to do it. And I had just talked with my grandpa prior to my grandmother's passing, and he told me that there was a ring that he had that my grandma used to wear. It wasn't her wedding ring, but it was another wedding ring that she had. And he told me that if I was to ever marry Laurajean, that he would give it to me because my grandpa loves Laurajean. And so I went home and I opened my Bible up, and on that day, which is just crazy to me too, because it was late at night, it was midnight, wrote this down in my Bible because I wanted to be more like my grandma, which is just crazy. But I wrote down on the night of December 20th, which it had already passed midnight at that point. It says, I plan to ask Laurajean to marry me at Papa and Grandma's house on February 15th, which was Papa and Grandma's anniversary. And I wrote that on the 20th, and just a couple hours later, Grandma had passed away. It's crazy because it just meant so much to me that I wrote that when I got home and went to bed, and then I don't know, it was just so crazy and so surreal that I wrote all that down, and so I've just been like eyeing that day, also grandmother's birthday, which is February 1st. And so I wrote that down on this passage in my Bible because I remember grandma would always write notes, and so I wanted to save that to be a note. And so I was just praying, Laurajean never opened my Bible and went to this page. So I had this idea, and then I was like, and then the craziest thing is 2 days later on December 22nd, I was driving with Laurajean in the car, and we were coming back from a family event here actually. And Laurajean looked at me and she said, "This might sound crazy, but you know, it'd be really cool if you proposed to me at your papa's house." And I'm like, oh my gosh, did she read it? Did she read it? So I don't think she's read it. But so then my head started turning, and I was like, I got to come up with the greatest proposal plan. So, which brings to the next part. When you want to pursue someone and marry them, you have to ask their father. So I had to go eat with your dad and ask him if I could marry his daughter. So finally, after a lot of planning and thinking, and kind of come up with an idea on how I wanted to do it, I mustered up the courage and the balls to go ask your dad if I could marry his daughter. So on January 25th, I went out there and asked Bobby if I could marry, and he gave me his approval and his blessing. So then it was down to like trying to make the perfect plan. And if you know me, I always want to like try to be creative. So I was like, all right, I have to have the greatest plan, backup plan. So I've thought of like everything possible scenario and everything. So how this is going to go is February is a month of love. It's celebrated everywhere, and it's also a very special month for me now because I met Laurajean on February 22nd. And February 15th was a perfect proposal day that I thought about. I'll write down the entire plan that I plan to propose to her on February 15th. And then I'm going to make 4 cards. And I'm going to give her a card on the 1st of February, the 8th of February, the 15th of February, and the 22nd of February. And so love is patient, love is kind. I put that on the first card. And I told Laurajean what I loved about her. And in the second card, I told Laurajean that how much she was like my parents or my mother and my sisters and my grandmothers, because I see so much of my grandmothers in Laurajean and so much of my sisters. And for like the first time ever, I was like, oh my gosh. So I wrote that in the second card. And then in the third card, I wrote word for word how I'm going to propose to her, like every single minute on how I'm going to propose to her. And then in the fourth card, I left it completely blank, and because I thought that is a chapter that is unwritten, that her and I will write that together. But I dated these cards very particular. I dated them February 1st, which is the first Monday of February, and then I dated the next one February 8th, which is the second Monday, and then the next one, February 15th, which is the third Monday, and then the fourth card, which is February 22nd, which is the day we met, which I did these specifically that if she was in any way to find out I was proposing to her, she would think that it's gonna happen on the 22nd, the day we met, and that was the last card. So I did that as like insurance, because I knew that it was going to be someone in my family or someone in your family that would spill the beans and let her know that I was proposing to her. And luckily it was someone in my family, my sister. The phone with Emily, and we were talking about our Disney project. Emily was like, well, do you want to keep doing the project after the proposal or before? And I was on speaker sitting at Laurajean, and I was like, and Laurajean just like went like this and like started smiling so much. And she was like, I knew it. And she like ran into the other room. Which is completely fine because she thinks it's the 22nd. So I'm glad that I planned for that and wrote those letters, because she definitely thinks it's on the 22nd. Because I knew if anything had happened, I was like, well, at least we have a backup plan. So February 1st, I gave Laurajean the 4 cards. And you got to remember too, I gave her the cards with trust, because I trust Laurajean that she's not going to open them. Because if she opened the cards, I mean, it's word for word how I'm going to propose to her. So she has those cards right now. And so I was like, I really hope she doesn't open these.
I should just open them.
Did you say you should just open them right now? Laurajean.
So I handed them all to her, and then in those cards, it basically, on the third card, it completely describes what she'll open that night on how I'm gonna propose to her. And so I thought, and then so basically, the first thing that I needed to do was make sure that Laurajean planned her own proposal, because no one's gonna figure out that they're gonna get proposed that night if they planned it themselves, hopefully. So then what I did is I called Laurajean and I was like, hey, the 15th is Papa and Grandma's wedding anniversary, and usually he always takes her to a fancy restaurant, and I feel bad because he's not gonna be doing that this year. And so right away, Laurajean was like,
let's take him out the 15th though. Okay, 6?
yeah, 6 sounds good.
Okay, I'll call them.
Okay.
Love you.
All right, love you too, bye. So I was like, check 1, done. Because I knew what kind of a person Laurajean was. So on February 15th, Laurajean is going to get off work early from her boss letting her off, because I'm gonna call Dr. E, her boss, and explain to her the proposal. So Dr. E will let her off early, then she'll come over, and my goal is to basically act nonchalant, like I'm kind of behind. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get ready really quick, and then me, Laurajean, and Claire will then all get into the car and we will drive over to Papa and Grandma's house. But once we hit that first gate, Mr. Mike, who's the security guard there, has been an awesome person to Laurajean in our relationship and always stopped and talked to us for like 4 or 5 minutes. So he's gonna hand her a rose out, through the window. So that will be her first little hint that she's more than likely gonna get proposed to, or she'll just think it's Valentine's rose. But once we enter the gate, I'll text all of her family that we've entered into the neighborhood, and then I will drive from there to Papa's house. And once we pull into Papa's house, we're gonna go inside, and then my Papa will look at Laurajean and he'll say, hey, I got done remodeling the room upstairs. You guys should go upstairs and look at it. So of course, Laurajean and I will start to walk up the stairs to go look at the rooms. When Laurajean is watching this video right now, all of her family is gonna be pulling up to the house, as well as our family, and then they'll all be coming into the doors downstairs into the kitchen. While everyone's coming in, Claire will have made a cake for us, which is very special, and Claire and Laurajean are very special. And Kyle is gonna make brisket for all of our families. And then so we're gonna walk upstairs, and then Laurajean will push open the doors, and her best friend's gonna be, Jamie's gonna be sitting on the couch. And so I'm sure that they'll cry or do whatever girls do. And Laurajean will definitely know at that point that I'm gonna propose to her. Babe, I wanna show you something.
Okay.
You wanna see it?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
I saw you standing there, sandy blonde hair, the way it came tumbling down, just like a waterfall. And if you need a light, I'll be the match to your candle, my darling, I'm ready to burst into flames for you. I was just coasting till we met. You remind me just how good it can get. Well, I've been on fire dreaming of you. Tell me you don't, it feels like you do. Looking like that, you'll open some wounds. How does it start and when does it end? Only been here for a moment, but I know I want you. But is it too soon to know that I'm with you. There's nothing I can do. And sometime around 1, we fell asleep to escape from the sun, and we woke up to the sound of a storm outside. We stood at your front door. You looked at me and said, baby, this rain changes everything. And my heart ran away from me. I was just coasting till we met. You remind me just how good it can get. Well, I've been on fire dreaming of you. Tell me you don't, it feels like you do. Opening up can open some wounds. How does it start and when does it end? Only been here for a moment, but I know I want you, darling, I do. I won't do to see you shine. I'll swing for the fences, I'll run to the line, and it's high time that you love me, 'cause you do it so well. To see you shine, I'll swing for the fences, I'll run to the line, and it's high time, oh darling, I'm with you. Oh darling, I'm with you. There's nothing I won't do. There's nothing I won't do. Oh darling, I'm with you.
Okay, Talbot, you've got to get out of Dodge and forget this deal, or you can go ahead with it. So what's your decision? She's a good catch.
She is.
Yeah, I like her. I like her folks.
I don't think I'd pick it any other way.
All right. Well, here, that way you got something to prove that she's yours, right?
That's right.
Okay. Love you.
Love you, Papa. All right.
Shit.
You don't need to cry.
I love you so much.
I love you so much too. No one's ever made me feel the way you make me feel. No one's ever made me happy the way you make me happy. No one's ever made me be a better person, a better brother, a better role model. The way you make me feel. There's no one I ever loved more than I love you.
Oh my God.
Will you marry me? You make me the happiest person in the world.
Oh my God. You gotta stop shaking.
Love you so much.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm sweating.
Here. You go downstairs and see everyone. You guys so much. Oh man.
I'll swing for the fences, I'll run to the line, and it's high time that you love me, 'cause you do it so well to see you shine. I'll swing for the fences, I'll run to the line, and it's high time, oh darling, I'm with you, oh darling, I'm with you. There's nothing I won't do, there's nothing I won't do. I'm with you, oh darling.